A really good job taking care of me. I've been having to do a lot of Christmas shopping, and he's been doing a fantastic job keeping ghosts away from me and shielding me and stuff, because I'm a medium, and so I always have an abundance of ghosts all around me all the time, and everybody wants to talk to me, and everybody wants to follow me home, and everybody's always like lined up for me, and it's very draining, and it gives me anxiety, and it's a lot to handle. I mean, I know how to put a shield up, and I know how to block them and stuff, but when you're in a public place like that, there's just so many that it's really difficult, and they'll just stand there and stare at you, and they'll just follow you around and stand there and stare at you, and you're like, God, I can't talk to you. I'm like shopping at Walmart, Anyways, it's a lot to handle sometimes, but so I created a servitor for that reason, and he before I go in, I call him, and then I ask him to, keep everyone away from me and let me do my shopping in peace, and don't let them steal my energy, don't let them harass me, don't let them do things to get my attention, to just let me go in and do my shopping, And so he has been doing a very good job. He's only he's like 3 weeks old now. Hello. He's like 3 weeks old now, and so far he's doing great. And I keep tabs on him, and I give him jobs every single day. He never has downtime, except for right now when I'm getting ready to feed him is the only time that he'll have, time in his little thing that I made him. I'll show it to you. It's really cool. It's a brilliant idea. So this is his house. He's on a rock. This rock is shaped weird, and the skull sits on it. It was made for this, like it's perfect. Anyways, and so this is where he goes. This is his house. And then inside of this skull, it's a badger skull, by the way. Inside of this skull, there's a line. There's like a little canal, and it goes all the way inside of the cavity of the brain. And in the cavity of the brain is where my servitor lives, in here. And I have it sealed with a heart rock. I can't remember what it's called, but it's sealed with the wax. When I created him, his sigil and stuff is in here. He's in here. And so I feed him through here with some special formulas that I make that I'm not going to get into. You will have to, learn how to do that yourself, because it does require blood and my blood and things like that, because he has to be he's connected to me. He's my thought form. He's my sigil. And so in order for us to have that, you have to give them blood, your own blood. But anyways, so his food, all of his food that I made him also has my blood in it, except for one. When he does a good job, like he did today, keeping me safe and keeping me free from, spirits, he will get special drops for doing a good job. And then this one is a formula that I created for him, and it has some herbs and stuff in it, and then it has vodka in it, vodka and some other stuff. That's a whole nother spell. A recipe. This one is a bunch of stuff too, but it's got dragon's blood ink, dragon's blood, and my blood, and some other stuff, some oils and stuff, some things in there. And this one's dove's blood ink, dove's blood, some resins, and my blood. Anyways, so these are like a whole nother video all by themselves. But I'm going to call him forth now in my mind and then ask him which one he wants. And then he will tell me, he'll show me, and then I'll feed him. So hang on a second. I also feed him energies, that I pull down energies for him, and I feed him that also. Okay, so he wants dragon's blood. How come why? Can't go like that. It goes like this. There we go. So I take it out, and I just give him a drop, a couple drops, and then I always give him a couple drops of this too, just to rinse it down. I know that's silly, but it's funny. I try to feed him well. Like, I feed him every day. And I know people say, oh, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just give him like a drop a week or a couple drops a month or something like that. No. I feed mine every day because I want him big and strong and healthy and happy and able to defend me, because I know what he has to deal with. I know, what he has to do to defend me. I know what it's going to require. I knew what abilities to give him. I knew what, what kind of stuff he needed, what tools he needed to be able to defend me. And he has them. And he knows how to use them. He's very awesome. And you don't ever, I never tell anyone his name, because you don't want anyone else conjuring up or calling up your servitor. So you always make sure, if you make a servitor, that you keep the name to yourself. Don't share that with anyone ever. You just don't do that. Like, my daughter knows, because she knows everything about me, but she's 26 years old and she's a witch too. But anyways, so yeah, that's how you feed. So I feed my servitor. I think it's different than what most people do, but I think that everything I do is different than what most people do. I just think that everybody has their own style. Everybody does things their own way, and that's okay. You need to do things on your own. It's your path. My path is mine. I love to share stuff though, because I feel like people need to know it's okay. It doesn't have to be like a bad secret. No one can know. And no, you're not a bad person. You're not, well, maybe you are, I don't know, but not because of this. We do what we do for a reason. We were given these abilities for a reason. We, if somebody messes with us, then yeah, we're bad people then, because, you done fucked up. And you'll soon figure that out. But whatever. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Like, servitors are awesome. I'm very happy. I know that some people conjure demons and put them in there, trap them in there and stuff. And some people probably maybe might need that kind of magic, kind of power to protect them. Some people might need that depending on what level they're at, what kind of magic they do. I don't want my ghosts that come to me for help, I don't want them hurt. I don't want them to feel more pain than they're already in. I don't want them to suffer any more than they already are suffering. But at the same time, I want to be allowed to have somewhat of a normal life. I want to be able to go to Walmart without dealing with 20 ghosts. It's not, I help them, I cross them over and all of that stuff when I get home. That's why I created this building at my house. It's so I could come out here and help them so that I could sleep at night. Anyways, that's another story also. That's how I feed my servitor. I hope if you need one and you want some ideas on how to create one, or what abilities yours might need, or something like that. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I will research it and ask Spirit, what they think about, what you might need or what your situation is, and get back with you. So, have a great night. And I'm going in to the warmth because it's a little chilly out here.